Hello. Hello. Hi, folks. How's it growing today? How's it growing? I'm just reading what Ralbedo said. Hi, Phoenix. Yeah. Earlier in the last stream today, the one a few hours ago, I kept stopping to take a sip of tea because I was talking so much about Blood on the Clocktower. Let me just put my drawing tablet on top of my desk thing. Adjust my mic a little bit. Yes, Phoenix, it has been a while. I'm very happy to be streaming again. I explained earlier in the other stream that I had been catching up with work, which is why I was so absent from streaming last year, in the latter half of last year. Among other things, I really just needed a break. So now that I'm slightly caught up, I'm not completely caught up yet. I still have some things that I owe people, but it's become sustainable enough that I can start streaming again. Oh my gosh! Thanks so much, TTRPG lover. TTRPG lover, do you play Blood on the Clocktower? Are you familiar with it? Phoenix, I will explain what BOTC is again once I get started drawing. Let me just adjust my screen share thing. But yeah, I will explain again what BOTC is. Because you cannot stop me from talking about this game, I love it so much. Do I plan on making more animations of my OCs? Yes, of course. I did a couple of them last year. Ah, alright. Well, see, if you're busy now, you can come back and watch the stream again later. These are always available on my live panel anyways. So in case you miss one of these streams, just go to my YouTube channel, click the live tab, and you'll see the live stream again, along with the chat, because I like to keep the chat available for people to watch. But if you want a short version of what BOTC is, Blood on the Clocktower, it's a hidden role game where you have to find basically the imposter. If you're familiar with Werewolf, One Night Werewolf, Mafia, Town of Salem, and Among Us, then you know how the hidden role game works. And Blood on the Clocktower is a hidden role game, but it has a lot of cool powers in it. And there are a few things that make it very unique. One is the use of DM/GM, aka the storyteller, who sometimes has to make decisions in order to keep the game flowing. And the other thing is, in Blood on the Clocktower, if your character is killed, you can still talk to other people. Because it's like in Among Us, if your character is dead, you can't chat anymore. But in Blood on the Clocktower, you continue to communicate with everybody. The only thing you can't do is use your powers. Oh yeah, Secret Hitler is also another one, you're right. What else are hidden role? Like, what's it called? Like, Avalon and the Resistance are also like really small, like smaller versions of hidden role games, or The Thing. Yeah, those kind of games. Saboteur. Okay, let me get my screen up. Oops, it's this one. There we go. So these four are the ones that we did earlier. Yeah, these 4 are those we did earlier. These are the different roles in the game. So the first one I did was the empath. So in the game of Blood on the Clocktower, you are seated in a circle, and you're trying to find the evil players. Most players are good. You are assigned your team at the very beginning. There are always fewer evil players in general. There is a character that changes this, but I'm just talking in the base game, in a regular in an average game. So the empath, since you're all seated in a circle, the empath will have 2 neighbors, one person to the left and one person to the right. And the empath will learn how many of their neighbors are on the evil team. So if you're an empath and you learn 0, then you're like, oh, I can trust both my neighbors. That's fun. But wait, there's a twist. Because there are evil players such as the Poisoner. And the Poisoner is one of the many roles in the characters in the game that can poison your character. And when you're poisoned, your ability might not work as intended. So an empath who's seated between 2 good players, but they get poisoned by the Poisoner, will learn that one of their neighbors is evil, or maybe 2 of their neighbors are evil, even though they're both good, because they've been tampered with. And let me show you a screenshot of the guide I'm looking through right now. Hold on. Let me think. It should be this window. Yes. So here are the characters that we were choosing from. Earlier I was on a different script. I was on this script, Trouble. Hello? Am I back? Does my voice carry again? Also, hello. Well, yes, my Twitch is just the same name as everywhere else. So, welcome. People are free to watch wherever they are most comfortable with. Okay, thanks. My voice is back now. I have no idea what the last thing I said was, and I don't feel like repeating everything. So, I'll just try to summarize. Outsider, good player, but with a negative/hindering ability. Townsfolk, good player with a good, generally very good ability. Townsfolk and outsiders want to find the demon and execute them by voting. Next is the minion, evil player, with some kind of cool ability, and the minion wants to divert attention away from the demon. The whole evil team is trying to basically convince everyone else that the good players are evil, while the evil team needs to pretend to be innocent as much as they can. And the demon kills every night in an average game, which means that they can slowly thin down the number of good players in town. And when you're dead, you can't nominate. You can't nominate somebody. You can only vote once when you're dead. Unlike if you're alive, then you can vote every day per nomination. And that's basically the game. Good players want to find the demon and kill them. Evil players want to make a lot of distractions and deceptions to make good players not trust each other, while making evil players look all innocent. Alright, I'm going to start drawing again. So I'm going to choose from the next script. Each script in the game kind of ramps up in complexity. So at some points I'm going to talk about terms in the game and you might not understand it, so I'm just gonna say sorry. Sorry that I'm gonna be nerding out about things that might not make sense to you. Yes. Actually let me think. Because I do want to draw, but hold on. Let me try something. Something that yes. Because I really want to, me being so fanboyish about this game is also me trying to express why I think it's so fun and cool. So I definitely want to be able to impart that kind of knowledge and why this game is so interesting to me. Hold on, just clicking some stuff. Oh, my fake games are still here, hold on. Okay, so this is the first time I'm gonna show anybody who doesn't know me personally, but yeah. So something I like to do just for fun is to make all these mock games using the online tool on Blood on the Clocktower. Yes. First of all, let me just post the wiki here. Yeah, this should be the. I'll pin this to the top if you're on Twitch. All right. Let me just show y'all this crazy looking page that makes no sense to non-Blood on the Clocktower players. This is typically what a game looks like. As you can see, the good players outnumber the evil players. So blue means good, red means evil. None of the good team know who anybody is, because it's hit and roll game. You know, the good players have to convince other good players that they're good, and they also have to investigate to seek out other good players that they can trust. Meanwhile, the evil teams start knowing each other. You know, because they're outnumbered, so they need to work together in order to fool the town. Let me clear this up. Hold on. Can I clear? Clear? Where's the clear button? Clear. Remove all. There we go. Yes. Whew, okay. So let me just try something here. Let's add some characters in. So let's put Dale in. And let's add Garu and Ruben. And who else wants to be here? Let's put some people in chat. Let's put Phoenix in here. And Ralvado. Who else wants to be in the fake circle? Katari, let's add Katari here. And Ebo. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Anyone else? We can add one more, I think. Okay, so obviously we can't play the game, but we're just going to use this as an example to understand the game in a small way. Well, let's add Dalangani in here. All right, so now we have a town. So imagine that these players are all people who have joined the game through Discord. So everyone has their own voice chat. Everyone is in their own private voice chat room, so they can't talk to each other yet. Now we shall pick a script. You begin Clocktower games by choosing a script. So I'm gonna select the base edition, which is for beginners. Trouble Brewing. It is recommended that you play at least 10 games of Trouble Brewing before you play any other games, because like playing Trouble Brewing will give you a grasp of how all of these how all this stuff works. Okay. Oops. No. Can I add a storyteller? Nope. Where is the storyteller button? Okay, I guess I can't do that, but anyway. So, let's pretend that I am the DM, the GM, the storyteller. I'm the game master right now. The game master will see all the information. The players will only see their own information. So, I'm going to click choose and assign. Alright. Oh, this is so exciting. Alright. In this game with 8 people, we'll have 1 demon, 1 minion, 1 outsider, and 5 townsfolk. So in Trouble Brewing, there's only 1 demon, which is the imp. Let's get a poisoner in here for the minion. For the outsider, yeah, let's do the recluse. Okay, and then for the townsfolk, let's say empath, fortune teller, investigator, washerwoman, and investigator, washerwoman, and soldier. Sure. All right. Okay. So. Oh yeah. Don't worry. I'll explain it. I'll explain it all. The washerwoman's actually a great ability. Like, I know the names can be kind of funny sometimes. Like, there's a character called the Damsel. But these are all interesting roles. Well, except maybe the butler, but that's fine. Okay, I am the DM. I'm the storyteller. I have now chosen the roles. Now each person in the circle will be assigned a random role when I click this button. So, click. All right. So, Kritori, imagine that if you were the player, you will have received this token, but all of the other circles will look empty to you. Phoenix, you're the recluse. When you play the game, you'll see this, and then all the rest of the circles will be empty. Ebo's an empath. This is a really fun looking circle. Ralvedo, you're an investigator. Okay. So, at the beginning, I will tell Kritori. Oh my god, sorry, the dogs are being really loud right now. Okay, so I will tell Kritori that Dalangani is the minion, because the minion and the demon should know each other. Oh hi, Arcaligo. We're doing a fake game to not an actual game, but we're just like demonstrating. You want to come in? Let's add you. Let's replace one of the other names for you. So let's make this Arcaligo instead. Okay. So, Phoenix, you're the recluse. You don't have an active power. Instead, your power is that sometimes when good players check you, you will appear as evil even though you're good. So you're an outsider. You are meant to be a bit of an obstacle, even though you're trying to win with the good team. Your powers will make things a bit difficult. So there's this thing. There's a lot of things to consider here. And my goodness, my dogs are like very loud about that. What is going on? I wonder if someone's probably at the gate. Yes, Phoenix. And you know, the outsiders can seem like, oh, they're not helpful at all. But with all the games I've watched, I really disagree, because you can always prove something by knowing what your role is. So, anywho, the first one who acts, I think, is the poisoner. So Arcaligo can now choose somebody in the circle, and remember, you don't see any other people's characters except for yours. So Arcaligo will just like pick anyone at random. Let's say that Arcaligo randomly picks the neighbor. So Arcaligo poisons Ebo the empath. So now Ebo is poisoned. So Ebo, if you were not poisoned, if you were sober, as the game calls it, if you're healthy and sober, that means you get correct and true information. If Ebo was healthy, then the empath who learns their neighbors will learn that 2 neighbors are evil. But if Ebo gets poisoned, I, as the storyteller, can tell Ebo, only one of your neighbors is evil, the other one is good, even though that's not true. Okay, but the poisoner can only poison one person at each night. So, the rest of town is going to get proper information. So, Garu's the washerwoman, and the washerwoman will be told that 2 characters are a townsfolk, are a specific townsfolk, but only one of them is actually that townsfolk. So, I could tell Garu that either Ruben or Kritori is the soldier. And the soldier's power is the soldier cannot be killed by the demon. So you will never see a soldier be killed at night as long as its power is working. But that's also true for the imp, because the imp will probably not kill itself for any reason unless it needs to like hide and use its power to run away. So Garu needs to decipher which one of these people is actually the soldier. Who else we got? Investigator. So the investigator is like the washerwoman, except instead of learning a townsfolk, you learn a minion. So Ralvedo will learn that either Arcaligo or Dale is the poisoner. Because the poisoner is choosing one person at night, but the fortune teller also chooses people at night. Oh, actually, wait. We have a recluse here, so I'm gonna change that ping. Because there's a recluse here, I don't actually have to show either Kritori or Arcaligo as an evil player. Oh, well, let's keep this one on Kritori for now. So, the investigator will learn a minion, but instead of learning a minion, you'll learn one townsfolk, and you'll learn the recluse. And I'm gonna say that, oh, actually, Phoenix is the poisoner, because the recluse can register as a minion even though it's a good person. So the actual minion is over here, but the recluse can be used by the storyteller to appear like a minion to confuse the players so that there's some fun in the game. You don't want your you want in Blood of the Clocktower you have to assume that sometimes your information is wrong or being tampered with, and that's the kind of the fun in the game, is investigating your information. And there's one more thing here, is that the fortune teller can choose two people at night, any two people, and they will learn if one of those two people is the demon. However, the fortune teller has a red herring. So the red herring is usually a townsfolk person who will appear as the demon if the fortune teller picks them. So if Ebo is Dale's red herring, so if Ebo is the red herring, like this, and Dale, the fortune teller, is looking for a demon, and says that I think either Ebo or Arcaligo is the demon, I as the storyteller have to say yes, one of them is the demon, even though the demon's over here, because the red herring was picked. And I think that's it for night one. Yeah, that's it. That's the first night of the game. Yes. Imagine making. Oh, well, you know, I'm gonna start geeking out about the boffin, but yes. Generally, you want the red herring to be a powerful character, not something that like dies early. Okay, so night one. After night one, everyone wakes up, and then you join a group chat, and now all 8 players, or more, or less, can talk to each other. They can go to private chats where only 2 to 3 people are talking, and then at the end of the day, everyone comes back into town, and everyone has to group chat again and decide if they're going to nominate somebody today to be executed. How long does the game go? I think an average game of Clocktower can go from an hour or more. Like the average time I see is about 90 minutes to do a whole game of BOTC. Yes, only one side wins. Good wins if the demon is dead, and evil wins if there are only 2 players left alive and one of those players is the demon. Or if only evil are left alive. Okay, so let's say that at the end of the day, people decide that, oh, you know what, we can kill the washerwoman, because the washerwoman has already used its power and it's going to give us information, blah blah blah. So let's say the guard gets executed, and then back to night phase. The first day's over, it's back to night phase. Now the demon has a chance to kill somebody. And the demon knows who their minion is, so the demon will have to choose one of these people. And let's just say Kritori chooses to kill the neighbor Ralvedo. So, boom, in the night, Ralvedo is now dead. But in the night, other players will also get to use their powers again. If you have a recurring power like the fortune teller or the empath, your power will work a second time. So let's say Arcaligo will now poison like the person right across them. So Arcaligo poisons the recluse. Oh, this is getting confusing, but like, let's keep going. Now Ebo is no longer poisoned because the poison is moved to this person. So I as a storyteller will tell Ebo that both their neighbors are evil. But then Ebo's like, huh, wait a minute. You know, if he wakes up, he'll wake up tomorrow and learn that both his neighbors are still alive. How come the number changed from 1 evil to 2 evils even though I still have the same neighbors? Now you're starting to doubt your information. Oh yes, like, that's true, Arcaligo, but we are still just in trouble brewing right now. Anywho, so Dale is gonna choose, let's say Dale will choose Ruben. He'll check if either Ruben or Phoenix is the demon. Normally, if the Recluse was healthy, I could say yes, one of these two are the demon. But because the Recluse is poisoned, its power is no longer functioning. So I have to say no, neither of these guys is the demon because the Recluse can no longer register as evil if its powers is not working. And the game goes on. Next day, blah blah blah, talking. Let's say that, oh, we're gonna execute the Recluse because it's like making our information difficult. And then night phase again, Arcaligo will poison the fortune teller, so you're poisoned. And then the demon tries to kill the soldier. Whoops, you can't do that because the soldier is safe from the demon. So people wake up the next morning and no one died in the night. They're like, huh, what happened there? Why didn't anybody die? That's weird. And then Ruben could say, oh, I know why. It's probably because the demon attacked me and I'm the soldier. And then, Garu's like, wait a minute. I learned in the first day that either you or you... Oh, that's the wrong thing. That's supposed to say wrong. Either you or you is the soldier, and you just claim to be the soldier, so now I feel like this person is suspicious. It's like, So, let's say they try to execute, but oh no, not enough votes. And then Ruben says, you know what, you can just execute me instead, because it'll prove that I'm not the demon. So they execute Ruben. And then at night, in order to try and make himself look less suspicious, Kritori, as the imp, attacks himself, because that's the imp's power. If the imp attacks itself in the night, the minion becomes the imp. So the imp is dead now, and now Arcaligo is no longer the poisoner, now you're the imp. So you pass the imp power to the minion, because that's the skill of the imp, is that if it kills itself, it'll just live on in the minion. But now there's no more poisoner, so all the information is going to be true. So people wake up in the morning, and Dale only has 2 alive people to choose from. One is the red herring, and one of them is the demon, and is now the demon. So Dale, who checked these guys before and got the same reading, you know. Oh, actually, you know what? He could probably just choose maybe himself in one of them. So let's just say that Dale chooses himself and Arcaligo, and Ebo, and gets a yes. So now Dale thinks that Ebo is actually the demon because he's the red herring, but actually the demon's over here. So that now we're on the final day. When there are only 3 players alive, that's the final day, because if anyone who gets killed at this point will leave only 2 players alive, and one of the win conditions for the evil team is if only 1 evil and 1 good are alive. So the only way for good to win at this point is for the demon to be killed. So Arcaligo just needs to prove that either Dale or Ebo is the demon. Meanwhile, these two need to suss out that Arcaligo is the demon, because if Ebo nominates Dale and says, I think Dale's the demon, and Dale's like, no, I think Ebo's the demon, they've then now good have run out of nominations, and they've lost because they didn't nominate the demon, and then evil wins. Woo! Also, it's Arcaligo. Sorry. Yes, I'm falling back into my stress syllable on the second syllable. Arcaligo. Yeah, I got it. Anywho, also Arcaligo. It's funny that I made up a fake game, and 2 of the most powerful nightly rolls are still alive at the end, and everyone else is dead. Usually, the more powerful rolls would be dead. Oh, you know what? I totally forgot about the demon bluffs. Like, these were sitting right here for me to use, but I forgot to do them. So I said at the last stream, when you're playing as the demon, the storyteller will give you 3 characters that are not in the game right now for you that you can pretend to be. So let's say, oh, you can pretend to be the monk and that would be so good actually. The slayer or the saint. Yeah, I totally forgot about that. It's gonna be confusing, but I'm gonna try it anyway. So if Ruben says that I didn't die because I'm the soldier, but the demon has the monk bluff, then he could say, no, actually, the reason you died is because me, the monk, protected you that night, so the demon didn't get you. It's just it's a lot of bluffing in this game, and it's very fun. Yeah, it's like Werewolf D&D plus Among Us plus cool superpowers. Whew, alright, I'm gonna take a drink of water because that was a lot of explaining from my side. Woo! Alright. Thank you. I really do. I have a playlist on YouTube where every time I watch a game of Blood on the Clocktower, I put it into that playlist so I can go back to it as reference. And that playlist is like 100 videos long already. Oh gosh. Wait. What did you... Why? Hold on. One of my alerts doesn't have the proper picture on it. That's weird. Did the audio play at least? But it's weird that there's no picture. Yes, it is very interesting. I love it. Alright. I wonder if I could ever host a Blood on the Clocktower game for people. I think it's possible to play with text chat, but it's probably easier to do with voice chat in most circumstances. Although it is still possible to do with text chat, but there will probably be a lot of people typing over each other if it's by text chat. Cult leader is such a cool win. Yeah, imagine having to prove your innocence by typing it out, while someone is typing at the same time to frame you as evil. Oh sure, Ebo, I'll keep that in mind. If you want to get started learning about the games from people who are playing the games, I'll just direct you to the Blood on the Clocktower YouTube channel. Here it is. Here it is. I shall link it in chat. And there should be a... I wonder if there's a good playlist here that I can show people. There's a how to play playlist, but there are so many videos here that you can check out. And also read the wiki. I pinned the wiki on the top of the screen. You get a lot of information reading the different roles and such. The characters. Alright. Let's go back to the drawings. Let me just copy this one. And we're going to use this as a template for the next one. Okay, so There are many townsfolk. There's about the same amount of outsiders and minions, but the demons are definitely the smallest of the different types. So I don't know how many demons there are in total, but it's not as much as the other previous groups. So when I do the townsfolk, the outsiders and the minions, they'll all be half body, but the demons will always be full body. So like this is the demon art here. I'll always do those in full body. Okie dokie. So I've been thinking about which character from the next set I want to draw. I think maybe this could be the Seamstress. That's a fun one to understand. Could be the artist. No, Seamstress maybe. Nope, I have not done any of these. This is from the next expansion, which is Sects and Violets. Because Trouble Brewing was the first one. Trouble Brewing was like the basics. Sects and Violets, definitely more complicated with things like Mathematician, Artist, Savant. Oh my gosh, so complicated. Mutant. Ugh, Evil Twin is so hard. I feel like Evil Twin has such a high win rate. Pit Hag. Vortox. Well, I think I'm gonna draw the Vortox though, so we'll do that last. We'll start with the townsfolk. Arcaligo, who do you think I should draw? Seamstress? Artist? Yes, the Fangu. Faking Savant information is so hard, but very funny. I've really never played BOTC, so all of my experience only comes from watching. I feel like I'd be very pressured in the actual game, but I want to play it someday. Probably over time, yeah. Probably over time. It would take a long time though. Yeah, Seamstress 2 is what I was thinking too, because it's a pretty simple one to understand, but also a cool power. Like, I love the Seamstress ability. Arcaligo, are you on any like chatting stuff, like Telegram or Discord or Blue Sky? Yeah, Phoenix, you know what? We could probably play like a game of Teensyville. So Teensyville is like a small version of Blood on the Clocktower, a very short one too. Well, my mods are asleep. I can't ask them to give you links and stuff yet, but I'll remind you to link you somewhere because I wanna chat with you. Yes, Teensyville is the small, tiny version of Blood on the Clocktower, which is played by 5 people. In Teensyville, the demon and minion don't know each other, along with a bunch of other little like new stipulations. Something that makes the game work with only a few people. So if you can gather, because like I know Arcaligo plays, Phoenix would like to try it, Ebba would also like to try it, and I'll be there as well. Oh, thanks, Masterpiece. I think you asked earlier something about my favorite character. Favorite character from my animations. Well, apart from the obvious that I love Rio and Kurt super much, you know, there was that scientist fox that I drew once. I'd like to draw that guy again. In the video, Curious Little Creature. I'd like to draw that character again sometime. Alright, so Seamstress. Let me visualize it for a second. Let's make the Seamstress like a buffalo or something. Because you have like a large, strong character working on something that's like a lot smaller and gentler. Oh, I think Super Chats, I don't know if I have that, what is the word? I don't know if I have that, activated. That requires being paid, right? So it's got these buffalo horns like this. Yeah, the time zone thing is definitely a challenge for any sort of online activities. Ralvado, are you on any of my chats? Telegram, Discord? Ouch. Keep bumping my mic. Arcaligo, would you be a player or will you be the storyteller? Alright, Blue Sky's good. I can post links to my stuff there. I would love to be ST. Although it is also required, I mean, it is also encouraged that you play before becoming ST. But then again, then who was the first ST if that's the case? If everyone had to play a game, then how did the first people play the game without there being an ST? Yes, trial and error. Well, Arcaligo has played the game. I've just watched the game, so it's a different experience. Yeah, being there in it versus just seeing it. Although I do, I have learned much about the game. I just don't have the experience of being in there. I did pass the storyteller quiz on the Blood and the Clocktower website, though. The one that tests your knowledge if you would be, if you would do alright as a storyteller. I can't believe you do random matchmaking on the Blood on the Clocktower website to play with people. That sounds scary. I would be nervous talking to strangers. Even though in general I like talking to strangers. I would be nervous in the sense that I'm playing a game with them and I don't want to disappoint my team. That kind of thing. Do you remember your first game of BOTC with strangers? No, thanks. So, are you on my Patreon? Is that why? Are you both on my Patreon? Oh, Baron. Baron's a fun one. You're kind of relaxed as a Baron because your job is done. You can be the fall guy for the evil team if you're the Baron. Oh, my spicy blue sky, yeah. True. Yes, I agree. So our seamstress be looking intently at what they're doing. They're focusing because they're doing some seamstressing. How often do I draw female characters? Not nearly enough as much as I want to. Like, I really want to do that more. I have women OCs, I just haven't drawn them enough. Oh, hi, doggo. Oh, doggo, we were talking about maybe trying to play a game of Blood on the Clocktower on my Discord. That would be fun. We actually have enough people to play like a small version. Guys, is the audio on my alerts working properly? Because it seems to me like all the pictures are weird. The pictures are not showing the regular photographs that usually are there. It's like the default. Yeah, something's wrong with alerts right now. I don't know what's wrong with alerts. It's making me quite concerned because I didn't touch anything with my other alerts, but it just doesn't seem to be working. They were working earlier today, which is even more cause for concern, honestly. So, the seamstress is holding a piece of cloth. And she's mending it together. Like so. Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's the thing, that if we play Blood on the Clocktower on my Discord, we would need to be very wary of the rules. Arcaligo? Do you know if in Teensyville the demon gets bluffs? Got the needle on this hand. Okay, that's true. No buffs in Teensyville. Okay. Makes sense. What's a toy maker? What's that fabled? So the needle here. Oh, I see. One night of safety. A little spool here, thread, spool. Maybe like a little emery bag full of pins. Little pin cushion. Forgot the emery bag is something else. This is a pin cushion. Scissors, of course, the iconic emblem of the Seamstress. Let's give her. Let's just add an earring here. Those look nice. Scissors down here. You know what? Should be larger scissors for a bull, for a buffalo. Let's move the pin cushion over here, so I'll have more space for the element. Pair of scissors here. Oops. Needs to be larger for her large buffalo fingers. And still sharp. Is that big enough? No, it's not. Let's just increase it like this. Just tilt it a bit. Actually, let's make this spool larger as well. Everything but the needle. For some reason, this seamstress is she's so skilled that she can hold a tiny needle. Alright, save that. And now let's add some particle effects to make it cooler. Actually, let's add some like threads in the back. Hold on. It's like all around. Oh, it should be red, because the seamstress is not only connecting the threads while mending the clothes, she's also connecting the threads between people. Because that is what the seamstress does in the game. You choose two people at random. Well, you choose them, so slightly random. And then you'll learn if they're on the same team or not. But you cannot choose yourself. The Seamstress is one of my favorite townsfolk. Although there are a lot of strategic ways to play the Seamstress. I imagine that if I played the Seamstress, I would probably use my powers immediately, and then I'll learn later on whether or not I should have done that. Yes, because the empath can only check its neighbors, the Seamstress can check anybody except themselves. Now let's have some lighting as well. Because they're working, so there needs to be some work lighting. Oh, yellow. It's a sunny day with the window behind our seamstress. It's a little bit dusty in this workshop. She's doing fine. Alright. Let's have a little more dots, because those are cool looking dots. Save that. Get the watermark up. And now we'll add the name. Seams. Oops. Seams. Oops. Want a more vivid green. Too vivid. Seamstress. A little shorter. Save that. And export this. Yay! Alright. Okay. I'm gonna take a little break, because we did take up a lot of time with our cool and fun fake game. But I'll take a break for a little bit. I'm just gonna get some water, and actually I'm gonna get a snack as well. Ooh, there we go. Okay, I'll be back in a second. Hi! I returned. She said folks are making friends in the chat, which is very cute. I hope y'all are being nice and friendly to each other. Okay, let's do the next one, and I think I know which one I'm gonna do. I want to try drawing the Mutant. Oh god. I just realized I have never explained what madness is. Madness is probably one of the harder concepts to wrap your head around in Blood on the Clocktower. But the basics of it is that madness means you are trying to convince someone that something is true. So, sometimes in the game, you'll be saying, you are mad that you are this. So, let's say, let's say the storyteller says, you are mad that you are the empath. So, if you are mad that you're the empath, you must now make an effort to prove to town that you are the empath. You have to say, hey, you know, actually my role is the empath, and this is what I learned. Last night I learned that none of my neighbors are evil. Even though you're not the empath. That's being mad. Because you're trying to make people believe that something is true because you're under the influence of madness. So, the Mutant is an outsider, so good player with a slightly obstacle-ish role. And the Mutant... oh my god. Yeah. The Mutant... God, how do I even put this? If the Mutant tries to convince people that they're an outsider, like if you say, I'm not evil, I'm the Mutant, they might get executed by the storytellers. Yes. Or maybe they won't. It depends. But, you know, if they get executed, then actually it proves that they were the Mutant. So... it can be a very good role for information, but if you're executed by madness, then it immediately ends the day, and no one else can get any other information. Yeah, well, anywho, let's draw the Mutant. When I did the poster for Blood on the Clocktower, actually, you can see here the ideas I had. So, let me close this window first. So this is the poster that I put on my blue sky and everything. Up here you'll see the empath, and then here is the Mutant over here. It's like a sad face under a circus tent. And then these two characters, we haven't seen them because they're highly complex characters, and we're not going to see them for a while. This is the Mastermind, and this is the Al-Hadikia. Don't worry, we won't meet them yet. But yeah, the Mutant's over here. Let's... Oh, you know what? I forgot to add the letters for Blood on the Clocktower at the bottom here. They should be here. Here? Nope. I guess I'm just gonna copy them. Alright, Vader, are you making an island in Animal Crossing? Oops, that's two. There we go. Let's move the name a little bit this way. It's the Seamstress. Oh, sweet! I still play New Horizons as well. I've been decorating. I've been cleaning up. Feels good. Okie dokie. Copy this. And now let's draw the mutant. Change the background to a greenish color. That's a little darker than that. Yeah, like that. Now let's draw a circus tent. Hey, if you put your heart into your island, then it's never mid. I much prefer an island that looks lived in and like nostalgic than one that looks like hyper realistic. Even though those are fun to look at, they're not really that compared to lived in islands. They're not as fun to like roam around in, unless you find a balance between those. Here's the tent, where the mutant spends their days. Let's do a little bit here, maybe. Our friend will be in here. That, and then we shall draw on top of this outline. Okay, so what animal will the mutant... Well, I guess you could just make a chimera or something. Yeah, let's just do a chimera. Because the mutant is supposed to be some sort of circus thing. I feel very sympathetic for the lore of the mutant, though. That's why... Well, that's one of the reasons why I love the mutant. The other reason is just because it's always fun when a mutant power activates in a game. Arcalico, do you watch the Blood on the Clocktower YouTube channel? Yeah, every now and then. Because I'm remembering a game where Ben Burns was playing as the mutant, and he just kept claiming I'm the mutant for the whole, like, basically the entire game. and was never was never executed. Because at that point he was so trusted that executing him would basically confirm him as a good player and a trustworthy player. I forgot what happened at the end, but it was very funny to watch it unfold. So let's give our Chimera long ears. And like antlers. I feel like antlers would be a good touch for a Chimera. And there's the snoot. It's like a horse snout. Maybe person? I'm a person? In my mind, in a furry world, person just refers to like whatever your species or race is, so you know, people are still like the moose people or the bird people. But humans just refers to humans, like human us. I think I accidentally made Chimera Eeyore. That's fine. Whoops. Accidentally copied the whole folder. Didn't mean to do that. Let's erase this. Ow. Is it sleeping time? Where do you live? If it's midnight? Australia? Yeah, Australia. That's what I guessed, because most people that I know are always behind my time. You're one of the few people who is actually in front of my time. Because it's 9 p.m. here in the Southeast Asia. p.m. in your country? Well, that's definitely somewhere in Europe. France? Alright, Filipino is in my tags. I'm drawing on the wrong layer, hold on. Wrong layer. Abort. There we go. Back to the correct one. Dang it, I should move this down, honestly. There we go, much easier. You know what? I don't know what's near France. Yeah, for some reason there are a lot of Filipino artists in the fandom. Don't know why. I'm just happy to be one of them. Mabuhay ang artistang Pilipino! I don't know what the word for clock tower is in Tagalog. Ralvedo, are you in either UK, Spain, Germany, or Italy, etc.? Give him longer claws, actually. Like a bird talon. Ah, true, yes. Just a combo word. Go east from Germany. Phoenix, what's east of Germany? Yeah, I'm very bad with the EU map. Like, I only know where the continents are in regards to each other. Everything else I'm confused by. Ah, Poland. Could you tell me something about Poland? And you too, Arcaligo, can you tell me something about where you live in Australia? I can tell you something about my town. So I live in Laguna, and Laguna is very rich in nature. I like the place that I live in has a lot of waterfalls and seas, like beach sides, mountains, big grassy meadows. But specifically where I live, there are a lot of lakes. I'm not near any beaches or anything, or waterfalls, but there are a lot of lakes here, like a ton of them, in just my city. I've been to 5 of them, of the 7 lakes that are here. Oh well, a lot of things are going to be interesting to people who don't like. I don't live where you are, so maybe even something that feels mundane to you might be interesting to me. Like, the 7-Elevens here have hot water in case you want to cook your instant noodles. Actually, I don't know, that's a thing I'm sure that's a thing in other countries, but like, that's one thing that's like mundane, but it's probably not true everywhere. Oh, there's no 7-Eleven in Australia? So what's your convenience store? Actually, I want the tail to be in front, so let's remove a little bit of this, and have the mutant's tail swish in front. Let's make it like a reptilian tail, like a crocodile. Oh, all right. So can even the concept of a convenience store is strange, or at least that's probably not the term there. Yeah, the convenience stores are usually open 24/7, and they have a bunch of useful things like food, water. Sometimes there are charging stations for your phone, like bandages, hand sanitizer, that kind of thing. It's just a small store with a whole bunch of useful things in it. Yeah. And usually open 24 hours a day, and usually found in areas that would require, people to be buying things at inconvenient times of day, like in gas stations or bus stops. We'll have a convenience store as well usually, or nearby hotels. All right, our mutant is done. I just need to give them sad eyes because they have sad eyes and they're looking for a friend. I'm so sympathetic towards the lore of the mutant. Ah, cool. I learned something today about your experience in Australia. Uh, It's like when I learned that internet cafes aren't really a thing in other countries. Well, they were still a thing here in the Philippines for at least until 2020, but after 2020 they kind of disappeared already because pandemic. But up until that point, we still had places where you could go inside and pay by the hour to use a computer, which people usually use to play online games. A little shady mutant. Okay, let's add some torchlight. Because let's say that the townsfolk have just discovered this creature. That's too much. Nope, still too much. Alright. Oh, thanks, Valvado. What do you mean by drawing Pokemon normally? What do you mean by that? Shade this in. Light meets here. Just here on the eyes. There we go, Mutant. Oh, I see, alright. Yes, I am drawing with an iPad. My setup is an iPad, sorry, my screen turned off. And startled me. But it's back now and there was no errors. My iPad is streaming to my laptop, and my laptop is connected through a capture card, which is connected to my PC. So let's put blood on boxes down here, and then the name Mutant. Oops, too much. That. Hello, Virtual Sonic. Yes, my setup is quite unconventional. Another reason why it's unconventional is because I'm standing right now, but I don't have a tall table, so instead I'm standing in front of a box fan. The fan is off, but it's tall enough to reach my... somewhat high enough. It's not tall enough to reach my arms, so I'm also stacking a box and a bunch of books, and my iPad is on top of the box and the books and the box fan, so that I can stand up while working. Oh, I've never heard that term before. Servos? Cool. I'm learning. There we go. Save this. Let's move the watermark over here to the right side. A little bit. Gimmer. Ooh, that's a good one. Save that. And export. Hooray! That's the second one done. Okie dokie. Next to do will be the minion. And now let's see who I'll pick. There's only 4 new minions every set, so like the outsiders. Boop. Minions. Oh, Cerenovus is here. Yeah, I want to do Cerenovus. Okie dokie. Yes. So the Cerenovus makes people mad that they are a certain character. Basically, if you are picked by the Cerenovus makes you have to pretend to be this character. If you don't pretend to be this character, you might be executed. Yeah, madness again. Madness forces you to pretend something, otherwise you might get punished. Hey, I found a way to explain madness. You have to pretend to be a certain character, or else you might get executed. So the Cerenovus can choose what they want you to pretend to be. So it's really, if you're the Cerenovus, you can make people frame each other or suspicious because you're claiming the same you're claiming the same character that they are, etc., etc. Yeah, let's see how do I let me imagine for a second. How am I gonna draw Cerenovus? I have an idea for a pose, but what are they doing with that pose? Because the icon of the Cerenovus is like a brain where half of the brain is mechanical. It's making me think of some sort of mind control steampunk device. Yep. I haven't closed it yet. I haven't started drawing yet. Boop. So some sort of mind control thingy is what I'm imagining for the Cerenovus. Oh yeah. Speaking of cursor, in the last stream I accidentally left my cursor here. so it was on the video the whole time, and I forgot to take it off. So, whoops. This time I won't forget. Alright, let me just copy the Mutant. Yeah, me too. Love a new PMD. We'll never know if that happened or not until it happens. Or just any Pokemon news, please. Pokemon news? Any? January 8th will be the, what is it? 12th anniversary of the announcement of Pokemon X and Y, because X and Y were, the first trailer for X and Y was released on January 8th in 2012. Oh, I guess that'll make it 13 years then. Oh, not 2012, sorry, 2013. It was the same year that it came out, so yeah, it was 12 years ago on January 8th was when they first revealed Pokemon X and Y. Will they do something? I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna do something, or if that date will just pass and nothing will happen. It is true though, definitely in this year, unless they delayed, but hopefully not. Oh, actually, if it makes the game better though, then maybe they should delay it. Yes, true. PMD with Pokemon from later generations would be so good. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Ba-da-da-da-dum. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Ba-da-da-da-dum. Ba-da-da-da-dum. Alright, so I've been on this idle speed for a bit. I'm just gonna start drawing now. Gonna change the background a little bit, and then I'm gonna start drawing. So I'm thinking some sort of a device maybe. So it would be a little bit like this. I'm on the wrong layer. Here we go. Right layer now. So I'm imagining the Cerenovus to be some sort of almost like a mad scientist type. Oh, hello, Drayson. Lurkers are always welcome. I love to watch people's streams, sometimes in the background while working or relaxing. So, also this is the right hand for that. So I invite people to lurk here if they wish. Drayson. Hey, Drayson. Oh, it is the 40th year anniversary of Mario, isn't it? All these weird mad scientist devices. Wires and such. Oh yeah, they should bring back 3D All-Stars, even though I already own it. They should just bring it back for the people who still want it, and make sure that it's always available. All right, Arcaligo, thanks for dropping by and being a fellow BOTC nerd with me. Mario Kart 9 honestly would be cool. I would be very interested in what they do with the Mario Kart 9. Meanwhile, I also have to think of what species the Cerenovus will be. I looked to my right and I saw an orca, so let's do orcas. Sure, I'll do an orca. Duck going now for an orca to see if I can find a reference. Oops. They could make Odyssey 2. Oh, half orca. What's the other half? Oh, wolf orca. Okay, let me think about how I'm gonna draw this mouth open or not. Well, let me think. First of all, let's put some. Let's put their arm on a lever that they're using to activate their device of mind control. Yes, that's a good technique for Albedo, like finding a way to do something on a character's design easily and consistently. That's a good. I think that's a good way to learn how to draw a character or design a character since it's your own character. Let's put some sort of like glasses on the Cerenovus. Maybe like a monocle. And I want the mouth to be open a little bit somewhere. Just to show off some teeth. Arched teeth. Maybe here on the side. It's not very anatomically correct, but it looks nice. Oh, y'all wanna buff Cerenovus. There we go. Thanks, and also thanks. When I made my playlist today for the stream, I picked some solemn, kind of solemn, like slightly spooky, slightly background music calming OSTs. And I know that the late night Animal Crossing New Leaf stuff are good for those. New Leaf does have a fantastic OST. I agree. Let's separate these two actually. Right, thanks for coming. I just realized that this is going to be covered by the name, so I'm going to move it up a little bit. Alright. Yeah. Add the eye white here. Some orange. And then some white for because you're an orca. Let's add some power in the back. Oops, that should be on top of the layer. Since I'm going with yellow, I think I might change the background color. So let's change it to like some sort of we're all using maybe a little purple. Yeah, oh that looks good. Hello. I'm just drawing this thing. Yes, Cerenovus. Which I'm pretty sure is just a made-up word. Don't worry, I'll spell at the bottom in a bit. Alrighty. Thank you for stopping by. Okay, time for some shading. Hiya! stretch. I need some water. I'm gonna get some water. Okay. Okie. I want the monocle to be like slightly shattering, so I'm gonna add some white, like glass colored particles here on for the monocle. Crack, crack, crack. So let's add like. That's bad for your eyes, Cerenovus. Don't conduct experiments that cause your monocles to break. Alright. Let's add the name here. Thanks. I'm trying to find the right way to place this letter C. Hello. Hi, Drakeys. I really like having this guy's snout in the picture, so let me try pushing this. No, let's do the other way around. Smaller, but a little wider. Okay, so one more thing that I want to do. Let's move this to the back. And a little of this. Nope. This. Nope. 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 this. Let's make it yellow. Oh wait, I'm using the edge pen. Oopsie. So I was painting in red. Alright. I think this should be done. So let me save that, export. Boom! 3 down, 1 more left. Ugh. Is chat still working? Hold on. My chat's like not refreshing. Oh. Oh, there we go. Hello. Hi there. Hello, good night gameplays. So yeah, earlier today we worked on the first 4 here at the bottom. And tonight we've done 3 and we're about to do the last one before I take a break. And thank you all for watching the stream, but not yet. So we're gonna do the 4th one. So the 4th one for tonight, we're gonna do another demon character. Exciting, so that's gonna be another full body drawing this time. Click, there we go. And the demons, we have Fangu, Vigor Mortis, Nodashi, Vortox. Ooh. Two of these are some of my two of these are two of my favorite ones. One of them is a fun one, but also difficult to deal with, and the other one is the one that I consider quite difficult to deal with. So the Vortox is one of my favorite demons. It basically just makes all information in town will be false. And yes, all information during a Vortox game will be false, and if no one is executed, if the town does not execute anybody, if no execution occurs in a day, then the demon wins. Yes. So you have to execute. If there is a Vortox on your script, and you cannot prove that a Vortox is absent, then you must execute every day, otherwise you lose. Vortox scripts are so fun and difficult. Like if I were playing as a townsfolk during a Vortox game, I would be quite annoyed, but watching Vortox games are so interesting because there's actually a few ways for Vortox to be like proven, but I can't get into that too much because it's gonna take a lot of explanation. All I can say is that it sounds very powerful, but it's also provable. People just need to remember that Vortoxes exist. Next, one of my other favorite demons, the Nodashi. I don't know what this name is referring to. I don't know what a Nodashi is. But yeah, a Nodashi will poison its two nearest townsfolk neighbors. So, whoever the two nearest townsfolk are, but only townsfolk. If the Nodashi is nearby an outsider or a minion, it'll skip over them and they won't be poisoned, and whoever is the nearest will be poisoned instead. Yeah, let me explain to you with a little illustration. So, we have our town square here. Let's put the little oh gosh, that's a huge line width. Let's put the circles. These are the seats. And let's say the Nodashi is sitting here. Boop. Hello, I am the Nodashi. Ooh, I have tentacles. So, the Nodashi only poisons townsfolk. If a minion is sitting here, not a townsfolk, and an outsider is sitting here, and let's say the other minion is here, and the other outsider is here. Oh my god, that's too many. So, there's only one minion. So let's ignore what I said. Let's just do a minion outsider. The nearest townsfolk would be here. That's here and here. So these two would be poisoned for the whole game. And when there's a Nodashi on the script, you'll be like, huh, if I'm poisoned, that means one of my neighbors is possibly the Nodashi. But in this case, of course, the Nodashi is actually over here, since it skips minions and outsiders. So there are a lot of demons that take into account the seating arrangement. And I love that. That's so fun. It's really fun. One of the newest demons is looks like a bull, and that one takes into account the seating arrangement even more. Yes, hard but interesting. Because we're already on the second script, and the complexity gets higher the more scripts you advance. So, and anything past the base edition, there's just more and more complexity. So it's definitely for people who have played more games of Blood on the Clocktower. A lot of the games I watch are actually between 12 people, not just 8. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 6, 1, 2, 9, 1, 2, 12. That's a little weird, so I'm gonna move them a little closer. Boop. Like this. So, in a 12-person game, let's say the Nodashi is over here. Hi, I'm the Nodashi. Ooh, tentacles. And then minion here. Let's say their minions are on either side of them. And then there's 2 outsiders. Here and here. That means the townsfolk all the way over here will be poisoned. So once again, oh, kind of based on a sword, but only by name. Yeah, I always wonder where some of these character names come from. But anywho, so now the Nodashi is poisoning these people, and it's going to be even harder to trace back the seat where the Nodashi is, if the farther apart the 2 people are, because in our if the Nodashi is just sitting between 2 townsfolk, like here and here, and both of them realize that they're poisoned, then it'll be super easy to point out it could be this person, it could be that person, or this person. But since they're so far away, there's that seating arrangement paranoia that is so fun to observe. Okay, one more geeking out before I start drawing the next thing. So there's a character that we haven't even seen because we're not on that script. Oh crap, I just realized that I was explaining with the window in front, so sorry about that. Let me just re-show you what I was drawing. There it is. Ta-da, Nodashi. Nodashi here. Minions on either side, no poison. Outsiders next to them, no poison. Townsfolk on this far end, yes poison. That's what I was showing you. The end. Okay. Let me open the window, and this time I'll close it when it's time to draw. Here we go. Lord of Typhon. Look at that cool looking bull face. So the Lord of Typhon is probably the most seating arrangement paranoia character in the game. So what the Lord of Typhon does is that if the demon is the Lord of Typhon, so let's draw a bull here real quick. I'm a bull. Boop, boop. Kinda looks happy. Hi, I'm a bull. So when the Lord of Typhon is in play, which I will show you by removing the window, there we go, all the evil players are seated in a line, where the Lord of Typhon is somewhere in the middle of that line. So anytime there's a Lord of Typhon in play, minions will be here, here, and either here or here, as long as they're always seated in a line. So in any in a Lord of Typhon game, you want to pay attention to where people are sitting down. So like there's a suspicious string of players on this side who are all still alive. So yeah, but that's like advanced stuff. I'm just geeking out right now. So let me just save that, and then go back to drawing regular stuff. All right, why did I save that? I didn't need to save that. I'm just gonna delete that. Boop. Well, I want to let me just save the drawing, and then I'll delete it after. And also this one. Okay, bye, project. Alright. So, back to the thing that I'm actually gonna draw. Nodashi or Vigormord, or Vortox. Nodashi or Vortox. Nodashi, Vortox. Picking one. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Who do I want to draw? Let me think. Thinking. Okay, you know what? Let's go Vortox. Yeah. Vortox, because, like, the Nondashi is a squid thingy. But what the heck is a Vortox? It's like a tornado? Yeah, the dot eyes make things look cute. So I'm wondering how I would turn this like tornado thing into a demon. So let's do that. Let's do Vortox. And once again, it's a demon, so it's gonna be full body. Maybe someone's swirling around in books, like changing the information. Let's go with a blue background this time. But like an evil blue, because it's an evil character. Oh, a bird. I guess a bird does make like a whirlwind. But maybe I should go the opposite, because that's kind of what I've been doing. What's slow? Like a sloth? Turtle? Maybe? Then again, there are a lot of types of birds, so it could be like a more unassuming bird. I'm gonna look around my room. I see a tiger plushie here. Yeah, I think I'll go with the tiger. Yes, I agree. I agree that it does, but based on what I've been doing for this project is that I have not been matching species to the characters. I've been doing like almost the opposite or the unexpected choice. Well, not always unexpected, but like definitely I wanted to not make the connection for the species to the characters so like direct. Like if I make a thief character, I'm not gonna make it a fox, because foxes are always thieves. I want to do something else. That's basically my logic. So let's draw a tiger. Yeah, okay. I think I have an idea. Oh, this is like so far away from the canon of Blood on the Clocktower, but I'm gonna do it. Everything I'm doing here is not canon anyway. So, tiger face. Something like this. Well, I'm not really changing the characters, I'm just not designing them based on the lore of the game. The characters will still do the same thing. I mean, like, you saw the icon, right? Like, what is the physical form of this demon, the Vortox? Like, what are you? Are you just a tornado? How are you disguising yourself as a human if you're a tornado? Boop. Just look at my tiger plushie so I can, you know, I'm gonna search online for a tiger as well. I need to get the face right. Alright. So, this nose shape is a little bit wrong. Should be more like outward like this. With the nose in the center. Yes, like a furry character making the Vortex, indeed. You know, I'm assuming that these demons are trying to hide amongst the people, so they're making themselves look like commoners with their abilities, and their real forms are like indecipherable. Let me just change that curve on the hair a little bit. Got some tiger floof going here. Oops, and then this. It's got another little twirl here. This is a cheeky reference to the Vortox. Oops, I'm drawing on the wrong layer, so I should move that to another layer. Boop. Breakfast time! For everyone for whom it's morning, enjoy some breakfast. Just an unassuming tiger person. Just a person in your town. So innocent. Definitely not a demon in disguise. But oh no, they're actually a demon. Woo! Anyway, save. And let's try the rest of the pod. So I feel like I'm going to turn the Vortox into a librarian. It's kind of like a demon that's changing all the information in the books to make everything wrong. And so Discord. Actually, maybe we should make the swirl only one. So let me just pick. Let's pick either the head or the chin. Because it actually kind of feels better to me if there's only one, like, little nod to the swirl. And I'll add the rest somewhere else. I have an idea. It almost seems more powerful when only one thing is slightly wrong, rather than everything being, like, completely wrong. Save this. Oops, screensaver turned on again, and now it's off. Okay, so you are grabbing a book with this hand. Thumb here. Yes. Yes, doggo. Oh, well, this isn't the librarian character. This is the Vortox. The demon Vortox. They are posing as a librarian, but they are not. Meow. Yes. It's actually too zoomed in, so let's move it a little farther out. Yeah, the thing that's gonna sell this as the Vortox hasn't happened yet, because I need to finish the rest of the drawing first. But I'm gonna add some elements that'll call or that'll reference the idea and powers of the Vortox and the design of the Vortox. Woo! Okay, actually I think that's enough. I'll make a copy of this, and then I will enact my plan. Oops. Hehehe. Oh, I'm very happy with that. Although I will change the line of color slightly over here. It's a little bit too bright. Oh. Yes, it's a very weird idea, but I like it. I'm just trying to figure out the colors I want to use. Let me mix and match. Now let's add some eye color. Yeah, exactly. The Vortox does indeed like cause it should encourage people to not be indecisive. It's also a good way for the minions to mess up votes on purpose. Like, they'll be, oops, I accidentally caused us to tie, which means no one's gonna be executed because there was a tie. Oh well. Whoopsie doopsie. And now let's add some books on the ground, and I want the books to have, like, just a bunch of symbols in them that don't make sense. Oh, actually, now I can make the papers kind of just twirl around. That could be a good vortex. So I went over here. And here. Yes. Oops, that should be on top of the line art. Yes. Very lovely music. Hello there. Doggo, the Vortox win is always possible if the Vortox is on the script that you're playing with. So, as long as there's a Vortox on the script, you always have to be a little bit paranoid about not voting. Hi, Pandrew. Welcome to the stream. I'm glad you made it here. Where people are listening to the PMD personality quiz music while I'm drawing. Maybe I should make it a lighter color, honestly. Let me try that. Whoop. Instead of darker, let me try to make it lighter. Does that work? Maybe it should be lighter blue instead? Hold on. Give me a second while I recalibrate these colors. So something like this. I like this. I like it. Very good, very good. Oh yeah, this is from the remake of P&D. I pretty much always use the DX versions when I'm listening to the songs. Save that. Oh, is your internet not very good? Like, is the internet being unreliable on your end? Oops, I'm nursing the wrong area. Okay. These books next. There we go. Okay. Phew. Now, let's add a little bit of shading on the tiger, just so that they stand out from the background. Nope. Nope. Sure. Well, the Vortox is trying to deceive, for it is an evil character. Oh, you're right. It does look very Rakshasa. I've heard of that fantasy creature before. The Rakshasa. Rakshasa. Okay, now let's add the weird text all over this stuff. Indeed. I'll write some text on this first, actually. designs over here. Alright. Well, I'm very happy with this. Definitely went on the more conceptually interesting designs I've had for the demon for the characters. The Vortox sows chaos through misinformation. Yes, exactly. Thank you. Oops. It's down. 136. Oops. Okay. Now time to write the name. Whoa. Whoops. No, it's not a scary game. It's a what's it called? Hit and roll game. So it's kind of like what's it called? Among Us. It does have a dark aesthetic since it's meant to be some sort of medieval town being haunted by a demon character, but all the players are just playing the parts. So unless your friends are scary, then it's not really going to be a scary game. All right, save this. Export. All right. Yep. Oh, very good, very good, very good. Very good. Very happy with this. Alright, so I think that's I mean we've completed the mission of this stream. Of this entire day's worth of streams. Oh, I'm very happy, I'm very proud. I enjoyed geeking out about this game that I love. Oh yeah, well in Dead by Daylight, you know that you're running away from the imposter. In Blood on the Clocktower, which it's a board game type of thing, so one person is the demon and they're pretending not to be. So they're deceiving or they're playing tricks, all that kind of stuff to sow discord. Oh boy. Oh, okay. I enjoyed that very much. I think I'm gonna have to. I'll have to post these individually because like whenever I try to group them together on my post, it doesn't like you can't see the majesty of each drawing in full. Yes, thank you, buddy. It's very sweet of you. Everybody take a drink of water, stretch your arms, stretch your legs. Let's see, I'm gonna go check if there's anyone I can read out to. Let me see if there's anyone playing Blood on the Clocktower right now. Oh, I don't think anyone is. Oh, that's sad. I really would like to see... Oh, wait, here. Nope, no live channels. Dang it. Everyone who's playing Blood on the Clocktower is still asleep right now. Oh, well. Let's see, who else can I raid instead? Thank you. I very much enjoyed it. Well, it's you can play it online. There's like a tool for it. But it also has a physical board game. But like I said, this is a social deduction game. It's not a dice rolling type of game. Oh, hi Don. You're here at the tail end of my stream. Well, it's available on browser, but it's meant to be played by a DM. You know, like it's kind of like D&D. There's someone running the game. It's not something that's run by a computer. Yes. Okay, well, I can't find anyone in particular to raid, so we're just gonna do the usual. And we're gonna raid Darkest Dragon again. Yeah, Darkest Dragon is playing Pokemon right now, but we can just go say hello. Tips for drawing digital art? What aspects of art are you hoping to find tips on? Like how to start, how to improve, how to what? Anything in particular? Because if there's nothing in particular, I guess I could just give you my general tips when it comes to drawing. And my general tip would just be, don't overthink every line. Oh, to start, yeah. Do you have an iPad or a tablet? Or a drawing tablet that you connect to a computer? What software are you using and hardware? We're just jamming at the Sky Tower while we wait for the stream. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna put my little thank you message. So we have now seen all that we've drawn today. I'll be uploading these to Discord and Telegram later. Well, I barely give you any tips, but yeah, basically, don't overthink your lines. Allow yourself to make something that doesn't look as good as you imagined it to be, because most of the time, when you're practicing, it's not gonna look how you want it. It will be later on when you clean up the drawing, like you do a second or third, fourth draft, sometimes, where it'll come out just the way that you, like in a way that probably feels satisfying to you. Thank y'all for watching. I'm gonna click the raid button so we can go say hi to Darkest Dragon, who is playing Pokemon. She's shiny hunting. I almost always raid her. I love her streams. Don't feel obliged to stick around during, like, after the raid. You could just say hi or just not even say anything at all. But thank y'all, and see y'all on the next drawing stream.